Hello again from purebeats.net. We are here at Maconissos Bay with a party from Volume, and we have together tonight with us Kuffdam from Kuffdam and Pan Duo. Hello Kuffdam.
Alright, how you doing?
I'm fine. I think you had a great time tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It's nice to be back here in Cyprus. I seem to be here every other year, just about. So, summer, nice to get a bit of sunshine for a change. Normally it's the winter, New Year, all these things. So, yeah, it's good.
So it's a good change for you right now.
Yeah, it's a good change. It's nice to be here for a week's holiday. Well, kind of holiday.
Very nice. So I'm gonna skip through to the questions, so we don't waste any of your valuable time.
Not that valuable.
Anyway, I've done a bit of research and I've seen that you've been DJing since 1994. How it all started?
Just basically going through the club scene in Scotland. Used to be really big, and listening to various Dutch artists, Die Witness, hardcore tracks. From there it's progressed into early 2000 with Tiesto, Rank 1, Marco V, these kind of artists, just getting into them, and from there loving DJing and getting into production. It's been a long road, but it's good.
Wonderful. It seems like a normal way to start. Well, how did you end up Vonique?
Luck, in one word, is probably the best answer. We wrote some tracks, we sent them away. The record label we were with at the time was called O2O Records in London. The manager at the time, Tony Burt, sent tracks away to Paul van Dyk, and within about a week of sending them, we got signed. So luck, right place, right time.
Yes, it's more probably the right thing to do at the right place, at the right time. All this is very important role, I guess. So, what are your plans for the future? What is the next follow-up for Mazico?
That's very good, knowing that Mazico was the last track. That's good research. I couldn't tell you what the last track was, so there you go. We've just spent a week in the studio, a hard, long week. I haven't seen the sun, which is why I'm as white as a sheet. I look like Casper the Ghost. But a week in the studio writing new tracks. We have 10 new tracks. Well, when I say 10, it's like 7 new ones and 3 reworkings of Dream Makers, the ones we loved, and Summer Dream.
Right.
We're hoping that they'll be on an album we're working for Vandit right now. So, all going well.
So we're waiting for an album from you for Vandit. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. The album's done. It's up to Vandit now whether they want to put it out or not, but we've let them hear maybe 4 or 5 tracks, early demos, and they like them, so unless the other ones are really terrible, it should all go well.
Wonderful. So you have worked with Alpha Zone, Matt Darey, and artists of this nature. How was your experience with them?
Good, generally. It's interesting. It's a learning curve, as we would say back home. To work with new people, find out how they work, what their likes are, what their dislikes are, what they see in us, what they want from us. Not everybody wants you to just go off and do your own thing. Some people want, a little bit of two-way communication. People like, I don't want to name names, but yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's a great. The one good thing about it is it's a great chance to meet these people. To us, they're like our idols: Paul van Dyk, John Double O Fleming. These guys are long time in trance music, and we get hang out with them now, and that's cool.
Did you earn any technical experience out of meeting them and communicating with them in any way?
I actually think they got technical experience from us. Probably the main one was Matt Darey. I remember the first time we sent him a track. I think it was Seduction, before we signed it to John Double Fleming's record label. I can remember he phoned me up and said, this track, it's huge. What are you going to do with it? And I said, I think we're signing it up. And he said, where's your studio in the UK? And we were like, we don't have a studio. We wrote this on a computer, and he was gobsmacked. So he asked how we did it, and with Yanis being in a different country, and we gave them some tips and stuff. So
you seem you're the teacher instead of the learner.
No, don't blow that out of proportion. We still learn a lot. We get emails from Paul Van Dyke and Vanda who give us little tips on things or ideas that we should maybe use on tracks when we send them demos. So it's a two-way.
Getting into the production field right now, it seems you have a strong collaboration with Plant, also known as Yannis. He's a Cypriot producer from Paphos, which is quite weird because producers in Cyprus are very scarce. They are countable on our fingers. How can you maintain this collaboration overseas, technically speaking?
Extremely hard work. Let's just say Cypriot people have one of these kind of attitudes. I'm only saying that because he's watching.
So, another question. What do you think about MP3s, the piracy, and whenever their sales are worthwhile?
Look, I did an interview for an Australian magazine this week, and they asked the exact same question. It's the same question we get asked all the time. For us, it's a double-edged sword. That's it. It's on one side, it's a nightmare because we don't make the money that we should as artists. We don't get anywhere near the income. We both have to have full-time jobs as well as juggling this. If it wasn't for the piracy, then we could focus on this 100%. We can't, which is why I have to come here, or Yannis meets me, and we have to deal with it. The other side of the sword is that without the internet and the fact that we can communicate so easily, how could we ever work together? We live in two separate countries, thousands of miles apart, yet we manage to do what we do. So I can't fault it, and you know, we have to live with it.
A month ago, we had an interview with Gabriel Dresden. And they told us that MP3 is money that never existed. Do you agree with this?
I've just grown into it, lived with it, got on with it, treat it as a new format. I mean, new formats come along all the time. We saw this kind of thing when CD came out. People complained about the death of vinyl. Get over it and move on.
What do you prefer, MP3s, vinyl?
Tonight I DJ'd on laptop. That's only a recent thing, maybe about the last 6 months to a year. I've moved on to that, and it's just because I prefer working on it. It's at the end of the day, it's just a tool. It still plays music. It still does the same thing as CDs. People complained when CDs came out. I mean, if you want me to DJ on Friday, I'll DJ on Friday. If you want me to DJ on CD, I'll DJ on CD. It's just that I choose to use that format, and MP3s is an easier format for me to work with right now.
So it's not the method, it's the result.
Exactly. At the end of the day, if people are out there dancing and listening to music, what does it matter what's getting played? Does 90% of people out there really care?
Wonderful. So, do you have anything else to add for tonight's experience?
It was good. Now I'm just ready to fly home. I fly home tomorrow, and then it's on to the next gig and the next event, and see where that takes me.
Wonderful. I guess that was for tonight then. Thanks for giving us the pleasure to interview you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Thanks very much for having me. Cheers.
And this is Pan.
Thanks, and see you in Ibiza 2 weeks.
Till next time, good night.